So now, of course, when you have your basic pattern and you have control of the feet, the horse has good stability, bending through the body, he becomes relaxed. We can go the next step, which involves creating more impulsion. So the horse is able to move on a circle with more activity, more bending. You're not really asking the horse anything different. You're just asking him from a different perspective or a different position. The position for the circle to learn the carrying posture, so the horse is able to learn to create a shape or a posture in his body, first to carry himself with good functionality, good bending, good support from the hind leg. He learns to travel the energy from the hind leg through the body, from the ribs to the hip, the shoulder, the neck, the head, that he learns this transfer of energy through his body, through the impulsion and bending and shape. So the next exercise, you're really teaching the horse how to be able to create shape, bend and flexibility in his body, and how to really read and move away from the energy that you are creating in the direction you want him to move. So this is giving us really good control while we are having impulsion. So the beginning of starting to move more forward and being able to keep shape. A lot of horses in the beginning, when you start, will want to push forward against you a lot. You'll start to feel when you create impulsion, the natural reaction is to push forward over you. Just take it in small steps. It's more important that the horse takes one step soft and you quit, rather than you try to force or hold 5 or 6 steps. Through this pattern and shape, when the horse starts to really take these steps soft, away from the rein, moving softly away, the moment you give the quit, the horse will feel a lot of benefit from the stability and the shape and the flexibility in their body, that they will soon adapt it and start to offer more and more steps themselves. So really focus on quitting at the right moment so that you don't have to force or make the next step, but the horse starts to offer you the next step. So this is, of course, also the shape that will lead you into the next step, which is being able to have the horse on a circle. So being able to go in trot, to go in canter, to start to get more impulsion through the other gaits. Not only walk, but trot and canter. In the next phase, you will be navigating your horse through objects. But of course, when you're on the circle in the beginning, and they're learning this bend, they're learning this shape, they're really learning how to move softly away, in balance, in the right order, to be able to create a stop, to create bend. This then enables you, when you're on the circle, to get the stop. We are teaching them, when you're on the big circle, to get the stop by bending through the body. They make a transition on the hind leg, square halt, in balance. And so this is your little step of the bending and control that you will take into the next phase. The bending and the shape that is created from this circle will then take you also further in the riding. Your lateral work, your shouldering, your travers, your half passes. This is also the shape you will create when you start to be able to go around an object. If you have a horse that is a little bit scared of going through the corner, a horse that wants to step away, shying at the pot plants or shying at the umbrella or objects on the ground, or a horse that is quickly going into tension and wanting to run away, this pattern, this creating the posture for the carrying posture, this is the shape that is going to be your switch. So when your horse is going into that panic state, oh, this is the shape that you want to be able to remind your horse how to get that release of energy. The horses that have a build-up and build-up of energy and they don't know how to release it, this is your switch. This is how to open the gas valve and let all that energy out before you get into a destructive, high-action bucking mode. And this is also the shape for the horses that are lacking motivation and want to be very still and very heavy in their body. This is creating posture that creates lightness in the movement. So when you want a horse to be more flexible and to be softer in your hand and to be easier off the aids, to be more expressive in the movement, to be more comfortable to ride, to be more ready to go when you ask, to sweat less than you when you're riding. This is the exercise to make your horse more flexible and more athletic and easier for himself. And it's also the shape created through this carrying posture is giving your horse really the right posture to carry himself, not only in the moments when you're working him, but this is really teaching your horse what is the most comfortable and functional and healthy way for him to move through the body when he goes to the water to drink, when he turns in his box and eats the hay. So it's not only a shape and a pattern that you ask for. It's really about the horse learning. The end goal is to be able to do it no hands, that the horse is being able to circle around you, keep a good posture. And it's really that your horse takes ownership of that, and that it's for the 23 hours he's not with you, and your horse becomes really in control of his own soundness. He's not doing silly things in the field anymore. He doesn't move over here in his box. He doesn't go backwards and slip. He doesn't turn too quickly with the front legs and then the hind legs are slipping out and he stretches a muscle in the box. This is teaching him a really good, functional, stable, healthy way for him to move through his body to keep him sound, and that he feels like he's in control of his own soundness, and you have a more supple horse the next time you come to ride because he's been practicing what you've taught him on the circle.